So this is what I noticed, right? This is what I noticed. Let me get this water hose while I'm about to do this. But I noticed that when we get to low points in this life, for this quote unquote simulation, as some like to say it is. Whoa, why are you that way? Basically, life will give us like this desperate situation, desperate seeming situation. Basically, like this, what seems to be an easy way out, you know. And now I realized it the other day. Now I realize it just be moments of when we gotta have the most faith and basically trust in the universe that everything's gonna be fine. That's called a confirmation. So like, I think that it's something that we all go through. We go through moments where we don't know where to go, we don't know what to do, we don't have a sense of direction. And in the words of Fly Life, when you don't know the way, your true color shines. You see, it's kind of deep to think about, because it's like, if you don't have a sense of direction, you're gonna be kind of shining in general, because you're gonna be looking. That's when your light is the brightest, when you're trying to figure out where to go. You know? Of course, it get a little bit brighter when you know where to go, but while you're trying to figure it out, that's when that's eyes wide open.
See.
Gotta make sure we nurture this thing right here. Can you explain the situation, Imani, in which you were desperate? Or you basically felt like you didn't know which direction to go and you made a decision? You was like, damn, I could have did something different.
Yes, I have had patterns like that. Let me give an example. An example of when I was desperate.
Or you felt like you needed to be desperate or wanted to be because you didn't necessarily have a sense of direction. I personally, I would say, to help out, I think this is going to be objective. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm desperate more than I'll get to a moment to where I just don't give a fuck. I wouldn't call that desperate. Okay. You know, I'd say it's more not concerned with the outcome, but desperate is where it's like, I want this certain outcome to happen, and I'm going to do anything and everything I can to make it happen, regardless of if it's right or wrong. Mm-hmm. So I'm just desperate. Most of the time, if it's desperate, it probably is wrong. Mm-hmm. But it just shows that it just shows when I lack faith in myself and lack faith in my journey. Basically, it's like giving up on myself. I'm fully aware that my subconscious wants me to be as happy and as healthy as possible, because that's how it works the best. However, I got to be feeding myself certain information, certain perspectives to make sure that I'm as happy and as healthy as I want to be. Now, I started out programming myself with the fear paradigm. You know, oh my goodness, if my health isn't the best, then I'm gonna die real early and I'm gonna get sick and blah, blah, blah. So I ate really healthy, not because it was the right thing to do, but because of fear. Am I sounding objective? Okay. Because of fear. I knew I was sounding objective, but I like it. I like asking you these. So yeah. I did it because of fear, not because it was necessarily something I wanted to do or I had to do. So my enjoyment of it, my enjoyment of being healthy wasn't the best because it was fear-based. So it was always destined to fail. Yeah, instead of being plant-based or fruitarian, it was just fear-based with a little fruit on the side, with a little vegetable on the side. You know what I'm talking about? Of course you do. Will you unravel a little bit more of that hose? Like 2 loops, please. But yeah, it was fear based, yo. It wasn't intelligent based. None of that. And once I realized that my decisions were based off of fear, gracias, I started to loosen up because I was like, man, I can't really enjoy just eating fruit, and I can't really enjoy just eating herbs and plants like that because my enjoyment of it is predicated upon the fear that without it, a lot of bad stuff was gonna happen. So that's the only reason that I ate the way I ate. And eventually, I loosened up. When I was in the States, in winter, I always loosened up because it didn't feel right to be trying to eat like that. It didn't matter how I felt about fruit being healthy and all the other stuff. Wintertime was like, I bet you will. I bet you will eat some other stuff. I bet you will go vegetarian. I bet you will go pescatarian. I bet you will. Watch what happens. Unless you're around a lot, and I do mean a lot of fruitarians, vegans/vegans. So yeah, if your good patterns and your healthy patterns only exist because you're afraid of not doing them, that ain't a healthy fear. You're not really going to enjoy the life. You're not going to enjoy the food. You're not really going to enjoy it. And that's what happens to everybody on this journey. Because everybody me, yo. Unless you already been living that lifestyle, you went through it too. You only ate healthy based off of fear. Not knowing that you can eat less healthier with no fear and still be fine. Your body gonna eliminate everything it don't need anyway. Not saying that you should only rely on your body to be healthy. But of course it's still gonna do its thing. So yeah. Eat healthy because you want to. In the words of the Hodge twins, eat whatever the fuck you want to eat. Straight up. Peace and love.